All right, my fellow Aries, this is your bonus. How many of you have a new crush out there? Be honest. Unless it's the other way around. Like, this could be someone who has a crush on you. I don't even know if I like the word crush here. I don't think crush is the right word unless somebody likes orange, like orange crush. It likes orange, wears orange, something to do with the color orange, the fruit orange, the drink orange crush, or something to do with actual, like, maybe something got crushed before, like a heart. Someone's heart was crushed. That's it. Someone's heart was crushed. And it could be crushed because, well, yeah, there's definitely something to do with the color orange here. I'm literally looking at my peripheral and all the orange is popping out to me. And I don't have that much orange in here. Something to do with orange. Okay. And isn't orange one of the chakra? I don't know which chakra that is, but someone's heart got crushed. And it could be crushed because maybe, well, they feel the same way, but for some reason, this is like, we can't really have each other. And then there's this element here of you turning away from someone. Maybe you can't have each other due to distance. Maybe you can't have each other due to one of y'all being taken or the both of y'all being taken. I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. It drains me. That really drains me. But that could be what crushes somebody. Whatever it is, it was like, well, you can't help what you have feelings for. You can't help what you're attracted to. You can help what you do, but you can't help what you have feelings for, what you love, who you love. You cannot help who you love. You can't. I mean, it's impossible. It's like when you go somewhere and you see something, you're like, oh my God, I love it. I mean, you're supposed to just, it's not your fault that it had happened to be there and you happen to love it. Now, if you choose to pick it up and take that item home with you, that's on you. But you don't have to. You just know that you found a love for it. You have a love for it. You're like, oh my God, I love it. I have to have it. I'm thinking of when I went to the vintage shop like a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh my God, like, there were so many things I loved and there were things I was able to walk away from and some I didn't. And the ones I didn't were things I got from my daughters. But the things I wanted, I was able to walk away from. But you know, when you find something you really love, you don't want to walk away from it. And then again, there's this element here of you having turned. I don't know if you literally are like turning like your body from someone, or you're turning your back on someone, you're turning away from someone, or you literally turned the opposite way, maybe literally in a vehicle. You turned a certain direction. You turn that way, I turn this way, U-turn. Somebody wanted to make a U-turn and they want to come right back. I think somebody wants to go back to where it all began, which is something that just happened. This is new. Or maybe you want to go back to where it all began. It's like, I want to stop you from walking away. I want to stop this moment from ending. This is nothing from before. This isn't like past. This is, I mean, it's already happened, I feel, unless we're on a different timeline here. Unless some of you, this hasn't happened yet, then it's going to be like a very quick type, you know, instant, almost like love or instant attraction. Kind of like love at first sight, if you will, which I do believe in. I believe in lust at first sight too, so you got to know the difference. But I do believe in love at first sight as well. I'm adopted. So absolutely I believe in love at first sight. I mean, my parents knew when they saw me, like, I love her. That's my daughter. Just because I didn't grow her in me doesn't mean she's any less my fucking daughter. That's my daughter. I love her. I would jump into a fucking car, in front of a car for her. I would die for that child. And I didn't make her. I didn't, you know, whatever. She wasn't created from love. She was created by mistake, said to other people. But to me, that's my daughter, right? I absolutely believe in love at first sight. And no one could convince me otherwise because I know that it's true. I had two people who loved me who didn't have to. That is some real fucking shit. Okay, so yes, I believe in it. And so this is something that's going to happen, or a lot of you, it's already happened. It was a love at first sight type thing. It was this kind of wow, but then you turned very quickly. Maybe something to do with a U-turn. I think they wanted to make a U-turn, like come back in your direction. Maybe you heard this person's married and you're like, nope. Or you heard this person's engaged and you're like, nope. Or you heard this person is, I don't know, you found out, maybe you didn't hear it from them, but from the horse's mouth I hear, something to do with horse, or the Chinese zodiac year of the horse. Something to do with horses, horse. Or someone was horse. Something to do with vehicles even, because I see you turning. Here we go with U-turn again. I see you turning, them turning. I see you in a vehicle. Them. It could also have something to do with cancer. It doesn't have to be. Maybe it happened in Cancer season. Maybe it happened this summer. Maybe it just literally fucking happened. August, September, June, July, August, September. Anyways, there's a lot of information coming through in this one, my guys. What was I saying? Damn it. yeah, you found out something, whether you found it out on your own accord or you just kind of, I don't know, maybe you asked the questions and you found out. Unless it's a reverse and it's just cross-watcher, you found out about, and it's like, I can't even, you're not bitching about it, you're not complaining, you're not like, oh, you know what, this is exactly why I don't have feelings for anyone, this is exactly why I don't give a fuck, yeah, you know, you're not, no, this is like, oh, damn, shucks, well, that sucks, you know, bye, and it didn't stop your feelings, you still have feelings, you still have a heart for this person, you can't help who you love. But that also don't mean you're just going to wait around for, like, maybes and ifs and possibilities. Like, no, you're going to keep living your life and moving forward. It is what it is. Like, you had an attraction to someone. You had a love for someone. You had an instant, like, wow. And it was probably, like, even eye contact was really important here. And if this hasn't happened, keep your eyes peeled because it's going to. You're going to have that instant type, oh, my God, it's like this rush. Like, whew. It's almost going to feel like an initiation. It's like, oh, I'm being initiated, and I'm stuttering again. Is the universe calling me up in the front of the line? Is it my turn now to have people that aren't trying to fuck with me constantly? Is it my turn now to have people that are genuine? People that aren't trying to control me? People that aren't trying to fucking troll me? People that aren't trying to fucking obsess over me? People that aren't trying to, like, ruin, like, is it my turn now for real love? Really? Oh, I wouldn't know what to do if it really happened to me and came up and beat the shit out of me and fucking hit me in the face. My turn? Was my number just called? You know what I mean? Like, by the time it gets around to the universe calling your number for love, you're like, me? I've already been standing here so fucking long, I might as well just hand my number to the person behind me. You want my number? No, it's okay, you go ahead. And it's like, no, seriously, here, you can go. It's like when you let people cut you in the line. No, you can go ahead. I'll just, and they're like, are you sure? And it's like, no, trust me, I'm fucking sure. Like, I think I heard them wrong. And then you go up to the counter and you're like, did you just call number 1,500,000? Well, it's like a play. 5,000, 2,100, I don't know the numbers. How would I measure a year? I never saw the play or the movie, but it's like it's right there. Maybe I need to watch it. I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so you go up to the counter and you're like, did y'all call number blah, 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 or did you call the name, blah, blah, and they're like, yeah, we just called it. And you're like, I think I'm going to go somewhere else. It's fine. You know, and it's because maybe you saw somebody sitting at the table in there that you didn't want to sit by. You found out something about somebody that you ended up falling for, vice versa. And meaning found out as in it's the truth. It's not something you're making up. It's not something you're just thinking. It's not something that, you know, you probably have confirmation of it. Like maybe they've admitted it or agreed to it or something, right? And so you're like, fuck. You realize something, so then you were like, and I'm gonna step out of here, you know, okay, bye, see you later, I'm gonna get out of there, I'm gonna get out, because maybe it felt like you needed to take a U-turn, because it was just gonna be a dead end, whatever this is. I know this isn't everybody's story, but it's somebody's story here, Aries. And then the person, meanwhile, is thinking about you, like, wait, you're like, wait for what? And you kind of do want to wait. So let me reverse this. Let me see this a different way. Let's say you're getting out of a marriage, or you're getting out of something, or maybe you weren't getting out of it, but you were still involved with someone, but nobody knew the depth and the tone of y'all's relationship. Maybe it's not that great. Maybe you know you're not with the one. I don't know. This isn't everybody's story. And then you meet someone and you tell them you're married, or they see the ring on your finger or whatever, you know? And you're just kind of like, or something like that. Or they come into your office and they see the picture of your wife or your husband on the wall, and you're just kind of like, wait, I didn't get to explain that it's actually not going well, and we're actually probably considering leaving each other, or we are leaving each other. We're in the middle of a divorce right now. But this person is like, oh shit, let me U-turn up on out of there. Although their feelings didn't change. They're not changing. You can't help who you love. Like, it's either there or it's not, you know? And it's fucking there, but they didn't want to. I mean, you got to respect this person, actually. I think that would be great potential to have a relationship with, because they weren't trying to fuck with your marriage. Or they're not trying to get into, you know what I'm saying? They're not trying to get you to have an affair. They're not trying to get you to cheat. It's something like that, right? It could go any way. But someone fell for someone that was, it was, well, I think unexpected for, like, the feelings. But also, I think both people kind of had a little thing for each other. But one person definitely couldn't pursue, wasn't able to do something due to being in a situation, whatever that means. It doesn't have to be with another person. It could just be because they don't live close to each other. It's something like that. Or maybe there was a person around at the time and it's like we couldn't really talk to each other. I got that in Libras. Could have something to do with the Libra here. But yeah. The connection is undeniable. The feelings are undeniable for both of you. And if this hasn't happened yet, you may be in the middle of a little predicament in your life where you still got the past still kind of lingering on, and it's probably due to like legal matters or something like that. Or maybe you're in the middle of trying to decide if you want to stay or leave because it's too much stress on you and the family. And I don't know the situation, vice versa. But then you've got someone you're going to run into if this hasn't happened yet. And it's going to be like, bam. Yep. And then the two of you will go your separate ways. I see it just like that. Like in vehicles, you will literally go your separate ways, but you're going to think about each other. And neither one of you will want to share that experience with anyone. Well, one of you might, especially if you're not in a relationship, but the one who's in a relationship or currently going through something, or maybe one of you, it feels like, will want to keep it to yourself. I mean, maybe one of you will want to tell your buddies about it, but aside from that, aside from friends, possibly, and that's only a maybe, knowing it's more like, I'm not going to really tell anyone. I'm going to keep it to myself and just think about them. And the likelihood of the two of you actually kind of connecting again, I think it's possible. It's definitely possible it can happen. But is it going to? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. It feels like it feels like for some reason it feels like you will. It feels like you can. We'll say it like that. It feels like you can. But will they? Or will you? I think that will be, the ball will be in the court, something to do with playing ball. The ball will be in the court of the person whom well, needs to end a situation first or something like that. I believe the ball will be in the court of a masculine, the masculine energy to decide what they want to do with it. Yeah, you're going one way, they're going another. They turn this corner, you're turning this corner. Or maybe you turn the same corner, but then it's like, eventually you'll end up losing each other. Something like that. Whether you're following each other down roads, down hallways, in and out of doors. I don't know what this is. I'm getting a bit of a headache right now. I'm actually feeling a little bit of a headache. Oh, water. That's what I need to drink. Water. I'm supposed to be drinking a lot of water. So yeah, this is an interesting bonus for us. It's, what's going to happen here? I don't know. Someone's trying to decide how to tell you something, I think. But they definitely want to. They may also want to give you they want to give you something. Like maybe their number, or tell you. They want to tell you something. Or give you a way to be able to, maybe they just want to give you a little, like, nugget of information, like, hey, I'm single now, or hey, I decided to not go through with the marriage, or hey, I decided to get a divorce, or hey, I don't know. I'm available. I'm interested. I have feelings for you. Like someone's just going to want to put it out there. They're going to want to put it out there. There's also something here to do with serving. I don't know if anyone works in a serving industry where you serve. Could be like serving the public, or literally servers working in the food industry, maybe dining. This could be something to do with a dinner date, going to dinner, going to lunch, eating, stop it. Or like serving something like, I don't know, papers, serving, service, serving, helping you. Helping the situation, offering their help, but then also giving you a little information on the side because they actually got feelings for you or something like that. I don't know. It almost feels like something that isn't known yet. You know, like when someone's pregnant and nobody knows it yet, even the person themselves doesn't know it yet because the sickness hasn't started, but it's like implantation. Like this is already implanted. The seed is planted. It's in there. but it's a matter of waiting on the flower to bloom. If you've ever grown anything, like you see your little baby plants, you get really excited when you start seeing them finally start sprouting. It's like something is very close to sprouting. It's very close to coming up, to showing what it really is. And it's just a matter of time. But it hasn't been able to up until this point. That's what I'm getting here. Interesting. This is it's a nice message. I don't know where it's going from here, but it's kind of like, I guess just wait and see. We're just gonna wait and see, because it's almost like, you know, you got your thing going on, they got their thing going on, but this was almost like the universe almost wanted to give you a taste. A little taste. You know how when you go get married, I know I said I would go, but you know how when you go get married or some shit and you taste the cakes or something? Some people do that, and they go cake testing. I used to watch a show called like 4 Weddings, or I don't know if that was, I don't even know, but they would like pay for the weddings, people's weddings, and they would often get to go taste test the cake for their wedding, and they would try this cake and that cake and that cake. Even in the movie Meet Joe Black, she brings a cake to her father. I keep talking about that movie because I'm obsessed with it now. And one of the daughters brings a cake to her father, whom is Anthony Hopkins, at the table, and she's like, "Daddy, tell me what you think about it." And it's just like a phenomenal cake, right? And he ends up really liking it. He does. And I see somebody like trying cakes out. Well, that's kind of what this is. The universe wanted to give you a little bit of a tester, like to give you a little bit of a taste of what is coming. Before you then later you're gonna get that big cake. Right now you just need a little test, a little taste. Like when you go to the store and you see those people who they give you the little cups of like you know, little samples of shit, and you can get a little taste of it, and you're like, that's so good. And they're like, yeah, well, it's down aisle 7, right on down there. We're selling them right down there. We just want to give you a little taste right here. So if you like it, you can go get the real thing over there. Taste, a little taste. So you have been given a little taste to something, and someone else been given a little taste to you. And sometimes when you get that little taste, you want more of it, and it makes you realize that you kind of don't want to be where you're currently at. You're like, no, I want all of it. I want to be all consumed in it. I want it all. I want to roll around in it. Like a pig in mud. I just want to roll around in it. Like someone just wants to be with you. Be around you. That's how it feels. But it's a matter of waiting on all the other little things to have to, you know, we're figuring out how we're going to work with the distance here, work with, you know, somebody going through breaking another person's heart or something. I don't know. Whew. All right, so Aries bonus. I'm not sure what we're going to title it. Something to do with just a little taste. And I think the taste here is just a little bit of time with you. That's all it was. Just that little bit of time was enough to give them the taste for you, okay? It was all it took. Yeah. Doesn't take you long to decide if you like something. I mean, you just get a little tiny bit of it, and you're like, oh my God, that's so fucking good. That can be positive and negative, you know? All right, guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.